Okay, so this is the second time of me explaining how to put the little baby instrument together, and then how to make a good sound on clarinet, on the clarinet mouthpiece and barrel. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to take your reed, and you're going to soak it for a little bit, so it's a little bit wet. And to put the baby instrument together, you're going to take your mouthpiece and your barrel, and let's see, do I have some cork grease? I don't have any cork grease with me right now. But we're just going to put the mouthpiece on the barrel. The barrel has a thinner side and then a thicker side here at the bottom. The mouthpiece will go on the thinner side up here. I'm just going to push that in, and I'm going to make sure that there's no gap between the mouthpiece and the barrel. And then you're going to take your ligature. You're going to stick your ligature on the mouthpiece like that. And for you to know which way is the correct way, on the ligature is thicker on one side and thinner on the top. And you want to have the thinner side facing towards the top, towards the ceiling. Or with it, I like to remember it, with a lot of mouthpieces and ligatures, the screws will be facing you, and you want the screws to be facing towards your right side, is the way that I like to remember it. And then to put the reed on top onto the mouthpiece, we're just going to slide the ligature up a little bit, so there's a little bit of a gap there. And you're just going to slide the reed in through that gap. And you're placing the reed. You're going to have the reed just, so there's just a tiny bit of black at the very top. I don't know if you can see that very well. A little line of black at the very, very top. And that's kind of where you want your reed to be. And my screws are a little bit loose, so I tighten the screws just a little bit. You don't want the screws super duper tight, because it can affect the sound. And then for creating a sound on this, you want a high tongue position for teaching beginners. And the way you can get the students to feel how that feels is to have them go, wee! That brings their tongue up in the back. And that's how you want your tongue to be. For putting the mouthpiece into your mouth, you're going to want to curl your bottom lip above your teeth. Not too much. You don't want like a mad overbite. You just want to really cover the top, so the soft part of your lip is underneath. And then you're going to want to put about a third of the mouthpiece into your mouth with your lip curled, and you want to place your teeth on the top. And you want your teeth tight against it so the mouthpiece doesn't move around. And then you want to tighten your corners really tight to create a nice firm embouchure here. As you're going to put the mouthpiece in, curl your lip, and then all the students have to do is just blow. And they're going to want a fast, cool air, because if they don't, it'll sound kind of like this. Which, it's a sound. They got a sound of the instrument, which is great. But the sound you want is this. Want that quick, fast air, which will create the pressure that you need to be able to get a good sound. And having that good sound now, we'll be able to have a really great sound on the actual instrument. So once again, clear your lip, right down on the top of the mouthpiece, and quick, cool air. Yeah, that's how you create a good sound on the clarinet.